Hi.
Anyone from Winnipeg? I'm originally from Winnipeg, born and raised. I moved to Edmonton not that long ago. I'm a physiotherapist, and I drive 2 hours to work every day. But that's 2 hours one way, so then I drive 2 hours back. So that's 4 hours altogether. I do that every day. When you learn to drive in Winnipeg, you certainly learn how to drive in the winter. So I thought I'd share some of the tips that I've discovered along the way. So this is what I drive. It's a very simple car. It's a 2009 Honda Civic. Mine is gray. It's got front-wheel drive. I've got all-season tires. I've got no traction control. It's very low to the ground. It's very small. It's very simple, and I like that. I like simplicity. Now, people said to me, Mike, when you move to Edmonton, are you going to get a big vehicle? Okay, how big? Like something like a U-Haul, for example? That's my car right behind the U-Haul. Well, no, the size of the vehicle doesn't necessarily indicate how safe you'll be in the car, I've discovered. Many times in the winter, I have passed by many SUVs, Jeeps in the ditch, trucks in the ditch even, semis in the ditch. So my philosophy is that it's not so much what kind of vehicle you drive, it's more about the person behind the wheel. So fortunately, this guy, he was driving an SUV with all-wheel drive. I got into his car and tried to get it out, but we couldn't get it out. Fortunately, a nice farmer drove by and was able to pull us out. Now people say to me, okay, why don't you treat yourself and get something like a beautiful car like this, $200,000 Mercedes, you know, the doors go up like that. How cool would that be when you pull up to someone's house? Oh yeah, I'm ready, I'm here to exercise you, sir. Well, I say to them, well, you know, if I got a car like that, maintenance would be through the roof, and the only cool thing would be if I end up in the ditch, well, I mean, hey, at least I'll look good in the ditch while I wait for AMA to get me out. So this is my car. You can see that black strip on top of the grill there. That black strip helps to deflect air over the windshield. If you get a rock chip, how many people here fill them in right away? Okay, there's one over there. Make sure you fill them in right away, because a $30 rock chip repair may turn into a several $100 windshield repair if you let it go too long. Now, speaking of mirrors, if you look at this guy's rear view mirror, you can see a little mirror attached right to it, and that's to help eliminate the blind spot. Now, the blind spot, we're all taught in driver's ed that when you want to do a shoulder check, you do one of these things. Well, what happens to the steering wheel? Whoa! Now, interestingly, if you play around with the mirrors, you can actually eliminate the blind spot just by playing around with the angles, and therefore eliminating the need to actually do a shoulder check. For all the years I've been driving on the highways, I rarely ever shoulder check. I use the mirrors, and it works wonders. But don't come after me if you get into an accident. When it comes to tires, there's the debate, winter tires, all-season tires. Personally, I've always stuck with all-season tires. I've never had the need to go to winter tires. And again, I think it is more so about the driver. Now, mind you, winter tires will help you stop faster, but hey, I speak from experience. Now, we all know who these two people are. Anyone here not know who these people are? So they always pop up on TV, they give us that reminder, okay, take a break. So, as your physiotherapist, I'm here to tell you, yes, please take a break if you're going for a long drive. What can happen? Well, your hip flexors can get tight, your shoulders can get tight, your back can become like this, you can get back pain, and so on and so on. If anyone's having any pain, you can talk to me after the show. 511 Alberta is a wonderful website to use. It just came out by the government. They actually tell you what the roads are like. So if the roads are snow-covered, they will tell you. If the roads are clear, it'll also tell you that as well. It's a wonderful service. If you don't check it, you may end up in a situation like this. This is my car in Lamont, Alberta, in the parking lot. Fortunately, I had a shovel in the trunk. It's good to carry an emergency kit in your car, either a shovel, a first aid kit. The shovels nowadays can collapse so that they don't take up so much space in your trunk. Make sure you look where you want to go. Okay? I'm not sure if this person was speeding or maybe they were looking too far in the ditch, but make sure if you want to go right, you look to the right. It's not a hard concept. If you want to go left, you look to the left. If you don't want to hit that pothole, don't stare at that pothole and wonder why, boom, why did I hit that pothole? Okay, who knows what this is? That's right, it's a BlackBerry Z10. I'm a big BlackBerry fan. Cell phones and driving, obviously, distracted driving. So many times I look in the rearview mirror and you see the guy behind you doing one of these things. So many times, so I don't need to speak anymore about that. Now, the people that text when they drive, they can't see what's in front of them. Now, similarly, if there's a lot of ice, if there's snow fog, you cannot I cannot see you if you don't have your lights on. So please, 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 even if it's during the middle of the day, if it's foggy like this, please put your lights on. Daytime running lights are great, but they don't put the lights on the rear of your vehicle, and so therefore I cannot see you. Now here's a dirty mat on the driver's floor in my car. There's the accelerator, there's the brake, and there's something on the left that a lot of people don't use. It's called a rest pad. Now interestingly, it's not just for resting your foot. If you're coming to a complete stop really quickly, you want to push your foot into that rest pad, and therefore your hands will be nice and relaxed when you need to control the vehicle. Otherwise, your hands will be so stiff, you won't be able to control that car. So try it. When you get back into your cars tonight, just look down there and see if you have one. Cars nowadays have so much technology built into them. There's GPS, lane departure warning, rear view cameras, all sorts of things. My philosophy is that it's about the person behind the wheel, regardless of how much technology you have. And also, the person behind the wheel can effectively make the car go farther than you think it can go. You can see here on the top right, the gas gauge, the orange fill me up light is on. Now that light came on, and wow, it was such a thrill. My heart was pounding. I wasn't sure if I'd make it to the next gas station. I was able to push it 100 kilometers. So when that light comes on and you have no gas, you could probably go a little farther than you think. But you know what? Make sure you have AMA. Now this is me at Fort Saskatchewan at a Mercedes-Benz Driving Academy. If you ever get a chance to take a driving course, take the opportunity because you definitely learn a lot from them. You get to go on a racetrack, you get to drive these nice cars, you definitely learn a lot. So last but not least, if you look closely at the passenger seat here, you can see my lovely fiance doing one of those kinds of things. If you're behind the driver's seat of the car, you are master and commander of that car. Whatever that person does, it's probably for the best. Backseat drivers, maybe leave them at home, but let the person drive the car and you'll get to your destination safely.